Hello again. I'm Lyle Douglas, and I'm here with another great teaching session from Chris Record. Chris is going to show us how to do some cool stuff with your talking avatars in Canva. So let's dive right in and get to it.
Next up, we're going to talk about customizing these talking avatars using Canva. So like I said before, after you download the files from Studio DID, now it's time to bring them into Canva and be able to play with them a little bit. Whether that is making the video transparent, maybe you want to put an animated background behind it, maybe you want to add it into a slideshow presentation, maybe you want to mix it on top of other videos, maybe you want to remove the watermark. There's so many things you could do. Maybe you want to put it inside of a little circle. There's a lot of things you can do right inside of Canva, and it is super beginner friendly. So let's just dive right in and do a live demonstration. Okay, so here I am inside of Canva. I'm using the Canva app for my desktop. You don't have to use this. You can actually use anything you want. So I'm going to show you a few examples. First, I want to show you, this is the actual slideshow that I used for this presentation. As you can see, I use avatar demos. So there's a little demo. That's where the placeholder is, right? That's just an image. And so anytime that I want to, I can go over to uploads and I can go to videos and I can upload a video, for example, download a talking avatar video, and I can just drag it right into that circle.
This is where you type what you want your avatar to say.
Just like that. So that's one way right there that you can do it. You could always go full screen.
This is where you type what you want your avatar to say.
And so that's one little technique all inside of Canva. Very, very simple. Now, how do you just drag and drop like that? Well, it's pretty simple. Let's delete that. This right here is called a frame. Okay, so you go to elements, and what you do is you just type in frame. Okay, and it's going to show you, let's go to all. It's going to show you this section called frames. So all of these things you could just drag and drop videos into, whatever. So you just click on one, there it is. Go to your uploads, and you can just drag and drop it into
This is where you type what you...
All right, so pretty simple. That's what frames are. I'm not going to make it a whole Canva masterclass right now. I just want to show you a couple cool things while we're there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that back. Okay, so there's the image. So what I want to do is let's just go ahead and get a clean slate, right? So let's just say we're going to do an Instagram post. And you could really do this with really anything. It's creating in the background, the untitled design. You can do this with anything. This right here is a presentation 16 by 9. So this would be an Instagram post. And you could always resize it right here. If you don't want it 1080 by 1080, you could just resize it. But that's an Instagram post, right? So now let's go over to uploads, and let's go to upload files, and let's go upload one of those files. So here's one. Hi, right? There's one. Let's just go ahead and upload this one, and we'll see what happens. So it's going to upload over to videos though. So there it is, it's uploading. Canva has this like little circle that fills, but you can actually use it prior to that. So there's two options of what we could do. We go ahead and just click and it adds it into the video, or we can drag and it'll add it like that. Now, the reason I like to drag is notice that I made it wide in 16 by 9. Let's go ahead and look at it. Notice that it's got this DID logo right here on the bottom left. You see that? That DID watermark. Well, when I drag it in like this, the DID watermark is gone, right? Hi, my name is Chris, and I'm here. So that's one of the advantages right there. So let's go back to this one that's got the wider screen. Okay, and let's just go ahead and kind of remove a whole bunch of this stuff. Okay, so now what I want to do is let's go back over to, let's go use any one of these images, whatever, but you can kind of use them all as examples. So we're going to click on one.
Bien, mi asistente le enviará la grabación.
This is Steph Curry in another language that I did. You notice the DID, right? So when it's wide, if you have a short image and it's wide, you can't really just do the same thing to crop it and get rid of the DID. That's the downside, right? So we'll upload another one right here, just an example. Let's do Angry Grandpa. So Angry Grandpa is going to come in as a square.
My name is Grandpa.
So we can't crop that out because we're on a wide background. So you have a few options of what you could do here, okay? Option number one is you can make it transparent. So Canva has a tool. You just go to edit video, and they actually have this background remover. Now it's not going to let me use it until it's all the way done. It also has filters. So I can go here if I want to and mess with all these different filters and intensity and kind of see if there's something that I like a little bit more, if I want to make something a little bit different or whatever, or just go all the way back to the beginning. Okay, now since it's still loading, it's not all the way done, I can't do the transparent image, but we'll do this in the background here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and duplicate this. We're gonna take this image right here, we're gonna edit video, and we're gonna click background remover. Now, it's gonna be working in the background. Now this is gonna take some while because it's a video. right? So it's going to take a while, but that's just going to give you an example. So one thing you could do is you can make it transparent, but you could already see it's probably not going to make his shirt transparent, so his DID is still going to be there. So if we want to get rid of that DID so it doesn't look like we're using it, what are some options? Well, one option we could do is we could actually take something like that and create a reel out of it. If we get the reel template, and then we go over to our uploads and we go over to our videos, and we drag this in to the reel template.
Hi, my name is Grandpa Chris.
Now it's all set for like a TikTok, right? It's all set. Actually looks pretty cool with the hair. It's moving in the background. It's pretty cool, right? So there, if I double click, you can see the whole image. So if I wanted to move it around a little bit, you can see the whole image. You can kind of see what it is. Now I'm losing a little bit of the ears, but I'm able to cut out the DID. Now another thing is, it doesn't have to be this image. We can go really wide and then we can crop it to a square. You have lots of options, but one idea is to crop it out. Now, another thing you can do while you're here, you go to apps, okay? When you go to apps, you can search for audio, okay? The audio app. Now, in this case, I already have it, so it's not there. I already have it right there. Boom, audio app. And so you can basically browse a bunch of audio. Let's play some. Okay, so there's some electronica, right? And then I can just drag this down here, right? So let's drag it all the way, and now let's play these together.
Hi, my name is Grandpa Chris. I am here from the future to tell you that the AI...
Okay, so the music makes it more exciting, but the music is too loud, right? So I'm gonna click over here to volume, and let's bring this music way down. And let's try it again. No, it's still way too loud. So we're gonna want it all the way down to maybe like 10. Okay, so let's go all the way back to the beginning, and let's see what it sounds like.
Hi, my name is Grandpa Chris. I am here from the future to tell you that the AI Academy is truly amazing, and you are way ahead of your time. Take advantage of it.
So I don't know how well you can hear that since I'm just recording my screen, but already the music is nice. You want to tuck it in the background? That was just the first pick off something recently used right there. So you just tuck it, you just drag it just like this. And then if you wanted to get this, you can name it. First of all, let's name it, let's say Midjourney Talking Avatar Reels. Okay, and all I have to do down there is go to share, download MP4 video, and just download just like this. And now it's going to be downloading the background. Eventually a little box will come up to prompt me where I want to save it. Okay, so this image, now we made it transparent, right? So now look at it. Hi, my name is Chris, and I'm here because I'm excited about the AI Academy. Okay, so we made it transparent. Now, because it's transparent, that means that if there's something behind it, that we could basically have some fun with it, right? So let's go ahead and play with this idea of a transparent video. Let's go ahead and I'll undo this real quick. Let's do it over here. All right, so let's do the same thing. Let's take one of these people and let's make it transparent. Let's take Steph Curry.
Bien, mi asistente le enviará la grabación pronto.
I like it. It's in another language. So we're going to go ahead and edit, and we're going to go ahead and make it transparent in the background. While this is loading, I just want to show you what it'll look like on a bigger background. By making it transparent, you actually have a lot of options. Now you can stick it anywhere. You can basically have him popping out the bottom right. You can make him small. You can overlay on top of presentations, on top of slides. There's going to be a lot that he's going to be able to do in the background. So again, it's got a lot loading right now. I'm probably have some stuff going on in Discord. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait for this. I don't want you guys to wait. I'm going to wait for this. Oh, it's already 90%, so maybe I won't wait that long. But as soon as it's loaded 100%, I'll come back and I'll play with it. Okay, I'm not going to lie. That was literally 20 seconds, maybe 10 seconds. I shouldn't even have done that. But just to give an example, now it's transparent. Because it's transparent, look, the DID watermark is also kind of wiped out of there. And what I can do now is I could have a small little Steph Curry like this. So if I wanted to, let's go ahead and copy it. And let's just go ahead and paste it. Let's say, let me make a couple copies of this one here. Let's make some copies of this one. Okay, so an example, here's a slide that I have, right? So here's a slideshow that I have that I did here. We're gonna put Steph Curry down here on the bottom right and make small so he's not covering up the words really. And there you go. So now let's go ahead and look what this would look like if Steph Curry was actually reading this text.
Bien, mi asistente le enviará la grabación pronto. Gracias por visitar mi publicación y por mostrar Bien, mi asistente le enviará la grabación.
Okay, so I just get a kick out of it because it's in Spanish. But do you see what I'm saying? Do you see how kind of smooth that is? That's like, That's pretty smooth. A little Steph Curry right there that's narrating whatever's going on. So I can have myself down there. I could have grandpa version of me over here on the left doing the same thing. So transparency tool is something that you want to use to your advantage. And so is the circle tool. So let's go back and let's grab this little circle right here. And let's put it over here on this side. Okay, so now we got this little circle tool over here. So what we could do is go to uploads and let's take grandpa and put grandpa in the circle, right? Come on, grandpa. There we go. Now grandpa's in the circle.
Jason, here's a great example of how I'll be using AI as a teacher slash...
Bien,
And
mi
we're
asistente
going to
le...
delete Steph Curry from here real quick. We're going to go ahead and delete him. And now we're going to listen to this one.
Jason, here's a great example of how I'll be using AI as a teacher slash trainer.
Sorry, it was saving something.
I'm creating free course...
It was saving something in the background. Let's listen to it again.
Jason, here's a great example of how I'll be using AI as a teacher slash trainer. I'm creating free courses where I have AI help write the script.
Bien,
So you see how clean that was? This right here, this little talking avatar, you can have slides going along with it. And you can have slides that are animated. You can put in some animations. There's lots of stuff that you can do. So it's really fun. This is all just right inside of Canva, mind you. Okay, so it's all right inside of Canva. You can make reels. You can make things transparent like this, and you can do a lot of stuff like this. Now, let me do one more real quick. We're gonna take this one, but instead of this background, let's delete this. Instead of this background, let's go to elements, and what we'll do is we'll do like black background. Okay, but we're gonna go to videos. Now, you can kind of scroll over and you can see all these different types of videos that they have. You know, let's go to gradient background. And these are all different videos that are all just kind of, the objects are barely moving, right? So what we want is like, let's say black technology or something like that. I'm just doing dark like this. Okay, so let's just grab one and let's drag it right there. And let's see what happens. Okay, so it's moving in the background, right? So now let's see what this looks like.
bien, mi asistente le enviará la grabación pronto. Gracias por visitar.
See, you're making like a video now, right? And so now we can do a lot of stuff. Let's go ahead and make him centered like this. He's the main star now of the video.
Bien, mi asistente le enviará la grabación pronto. Gracias por visitar mi publicación y por mostrar...
Right? Do you see what I'm saying? There's a lot you could do here. We could put him over to the left, and then what we could do is we can grab some text, and we can put the text over to the right, right? So we can just put some text over here. We just grab the text, and now whatever he's saying, it's showing up here on the right, you know? Steph Curry, you know, and then it goes like, you know, here is what I'm saying right now. Okay, so you could just basically have some fun with it, whatever it is, and you just put it there, right? And then you could always just change things around if you want different fonts, if you want it to be different, want it to look a different way, if you want it to be all caps, if you want the spacing to be, you know, exactly what you want, you can kind of get it all exactly how you want it. Boom, whatever it is, you know, you can get it exactly looking like you want.
Bien, mi asistente le enviará la grabación pronto. Gracias por...
So you get the idea. The idea is that there's multi-purpose of what you can do here. So you can create videos on top of videos. You can have multiple characters talking to each other. You can create pauses in the characters so that they're pausing while the other character's talking. Here inside of Canva, there's a lot that you can do. Have some fun. You could add some music behind it. You could add some videos. You could add some text, overlays. You can get rid of the watermarks. There's just a lot inside of here. That's why I wanted to take you on a quick little tour of Canva. And you can always go to canvawithchris.com. If you don't have a membership, that's my affiliate link, canvawithchris.com. So hopefully you enjoy this little session, but let's get back to the slides. Okay, so now that you had an overview of Canva, it's time to go a little bit more intermediate level to advanced. Let's talk about how to edit your talking avatars in Adobe Premiere. Now, this is the tool that I use, and since I use it, I feel that it only makes sense that I also teach it. So what I'll do is I will create huge slideshow presentations inside of Canva, and then I will take those presentations and record a voice over them or record a script for them, and I will bring them over into Adobe Premiere. That is where I will actually add the talking avatar. So I will go ahead and create a little circle inside of Adobe Premiere. I will add the avatar inside of it, and I will go ahead and line it up and do little jump cuts to make sure that the avatar is only on certain parts and then it's removed from other parts. This works incredibly well. because you only have 5 minutes per talking avatar. So what I might do is every 5 minutes, I might break to a different background clip or something else as you're seeing in this entire presentation. And so this allows me to get little segments of talking avatars all throughout it, but maybe I'm only using, 30 minutes of talking avatars inside of a 90-minute presentation. So it's very, very powerful. I love Adobe Premiere. It's actually simpler to use than people think. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a live demonstration right now to show you how I use Adobe Premiere to be able to edit my talking avatars.
Once again, Chris Record delivers. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Canva is a great tool that does so many things. I have one more lesson from Chris to share with you in this course. In the next lesson, Chris will teach you how to use Adobe Premiere to do some great video effects and produce some very high quality, professional looking content. I'll see you there when you're ready.